I think what we see in China actually is more and more consumer as well as healthcare deals. There are still some industrial deals, but less and less. And because of the theme, because of the macro trends of changing GDP growth from investment to consumer, and part of that is healthcare as well. I've been doing this for 10 years, and I think it's changed a little bit. Data is becoming more and more available in China, and however, I think we still need to make sure that quality of the data is good. Before, we used to use brute force, basically doing 80, 100, 150 interviews to build up data from bottom up. But now we can, some of that data is available for purchase from statistics and so forth, and we use primary interviews much more strategically, but still, we still need anywhere from 30 to 50 interviews to confirm the data sources. So the challenge has shifted a little bit, but and it's making things a little bit easier. I think whether outbound or just in China, with consumers, with a consumer company, the most important thing is still the brand. What do consumers think about the brand? Does it resonate? There's a few ways we do it. We test whether the brand is top of mind in consumers. We think that do consumers purchase it, but also are they repeat purchasers? So we do various things like that, no matter in China or overseas. Certainly, we do, and I've had a lot of experience actually helping GPs by Japanese brands and companies or Korean. So not necessarily US or even European, but closer to China, Japanese brands that are very strong at home, but they just, over the decades, they haven't thought about other markets outside of Japan. And with the Japanese market slowing down or flat, this is one area where they could get growth. However, both the GP and the target companies have been domestically focused. So this is where I think not only during the due diligence process, but after the purchase, they can get outside help from consultants to help them expand into other Asian countries. So even though the product or the company hasn't entered China, oftentimes it's available already on Taobao. So what we do is check the consumer reaction to the product online, and that will give us an initial feedback of its potential in China. And obviously we do much more rigorous analysis after that. Formal consumer testing, analyzing the channels they should use, and so forth. Outbound is very hard, especially during this period. That's why we see a lot of teamwork, whether it's a fund, Chinese fund with a US overseas fund, or a Chinese retail or Chinese strategic with an overseas fund or a Chinese fund. So a lot of teamwork where the capabilities are added together.